welcome to the show, Mr Symarip, Roy Ellis. How's it going, Roy?
Hey, man, I'm cool. Nice weather we have here today in Switzerland. Really hot. We've been waiting for this weather for a long time. Sunday was great, and today. But tomorrow is sort of the weather dropped down again, so it's going back to a little bit winter. That's what they said. Otherwise, I'm okay. I was in the garden doing some work today, putting some flowers and all that thing. You know, keep you occupied, get away from the music. You know, keep my head clear for the next concert.
So, for the 6th time in 44 years, Skinhead Moonstone, the classic Symarip album, is going to be re-released. What can you tell us?
I can only tell you it was a big surprise for me because I didn't even know myself. I got this message over the Facebook from a manager from Spain. Said, "Did you know that Skinhead Moonstone going to release again?" I said, "No idea." No. So I traced it down and found out, and I wrote to the guys who were going to do it, and and they said they got the license from Trojan to put it out again and so on. I was speechless because I don't know what this album have. What people want to. They told me what happened now the new generation, because the generation changing otherwise, and there's a lot of people who don't have this record, So it's a good thing for me. I'm feeling very proud. I don't know. As I said, I'm speechless, Chris. I don't know what to say about it. I'm shocked, because I made a lot of record, but that one keep coming out and keep coming out and also they released it many years ago on different album. What they call the word again, if I can't find it in English, you say it in Constellation, it's been on different labels, Volume 1, Volume 2, Volume 3, up to Volume 5, just Skinhead Moonstone. But now the album is coming out 6 times. So I don't know, it's very, as I said, it's very difficult to explain because it's a shock for me, a big shock. So I just have to go along with it, and accept it and hope that something turns out very good with it,
I'm sure it will, Roy. And the thing is about Skinhead Moonstone, though, it's so catchy, isn't it? And everybody sings along to it. Yeah,
and because of that, I'm in business. Because everywhere, as I said last interview, we didn't do a tour with that song in 1969. We just didn't. We couldn't get no work because we were the promoter booked us. This place been smashed up, and they couldn't tolerate what's going on with them Skinhead in those days in the 70s. So we came to decided we were to pioneer the reggae music, and nobody knew what reggae was in 1971 over here, So I'm kind of a little bit flabbergasted over this whole thing. I'm so happy that it's a very easy, simple novelty song. And when we wrote that, it was a joke. When we wrote the words to Derek Morgan Rhythm, it was like a joke. We didn't know it was going to happen like this, And Special did it. That one did it. Everybody, Bad Manners Records, Skinhead Girl, everybody, even the new album when I put everybody jumping in it, that means that people like what I'm writing. And this make me proud, Chris. That make me very, very proud. And the new song was coming out right now. They got a new song coming out pretty soon.
What's that going to be then, Roy?
Reggae. Normal, Skinhead reggae as usual. Say my style. It's called, but it's going to be a single. It's going to be like a B-side. The B-side is called. The B-side is going to call "Can You Feel It," and the A-side is going to call "Get Up and Find Yourself." It's a great song. It's good. You're the first guy who's going to get a copy for playing it on the radio.
Oh, fantastic. That'd be brilliant. I remember last time when I spoke to you at the Skinhead reunion last year, and you was thinking about doing this song with like a Russian tune or something, you were saying?
Yeah, that one I want to do that on an album.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember? You got a good memory.
yeah, I do, because it was a catchy tune. You were singing
it's going to be coming out, don't worry. Madam, I'm thinking about it to make it with a single or an EP. But I think I made the song by itself. You know what? I'll tell you why the reason. Because I've got a good contract. As a matter of fact, I got a mail from the people in L.A. I was in Los Angeles last December. November. And there's a record company over there want to record me. So they sent me a backing track over, 2 songs, and they fit the lyrics in, my own lyrics, and it turned out very, very good. So next week I'll be going in the studio to do a pre-recording to let they hear it and all the arrangement what I want. And then I'll be going to Connecticut on the 29th of August to do a concert there, and then after fly all the way to Los Angeles to do the recording.
Whoa.
You know, from this new song coming
Jet
out.
setter, eh?
Huh?
Jet setter, eh?
yeah, you know. So I'm pretty busy, Chris, and I'm doing, you know, like right now I'm flying out on the 4th of May to a concert in Bilbao. Come back, but I've always got things happening in Switzerland here, you know, with the other program what I'm doing, the soul and the gospel stuff and the blues and singing with big bands, and you know, I'm very versatile and keeps me busy, you know.
I suppose you have to be as a singer, don't you? You have to be versatile. You're
can't
just stick to one thing.
If you just stay on one track, you're gonna, you'll be sinking yourself. You got to show the people that you're very, you're capable to sing any kind of style. And that's over the years, singing dance music is like I've going to school. Because many years ago, when the reggae didn't catch on in the 70s, we changed our style and played dance music. And because of the dance music, I learned to sing in different keys. Because my band, the Symarip, they was too lazy to change the keys for me. So I got to sing songs in women key and all this other stuff. But in a way, it's like a training, like. And so it turned out I end up singing all kind of style. That's why over here in Switzerland, I don't know if you check my video channel. Did you check my new video channel? You should check me with a Swiss big band. Maybe you saw it.
Tell us about that.
Well, you got to look at it yourself. I did a tour. I've been doing tours with them for years. The Swiss big orchestra. It belongs to the Swiss Air, you know, from the air, you know. And the second time I did a tour with them for 4 days. And it's really good. I've got it in my video channel, LS69 video channel. You should check it out. I got 2 songs there. I'm doing songs, Ray Charles medley, songs from Frank Sinatra, and, you know, you should check it, a big band.
Yeah,
so
sure.
I do all of that, and I sung also with the Swiss Military Orchestra. I sang jazz in Bern. They have a big jazz school. They invited me as a guest when they have concerts sometime, and I did sing jazz songs and so on, and blues songs and so on, you know, and then gospel and the soul and Barry White imitation, because everybody said I look like Barry White, blah, blah, blah. So I do a lot of Barry White imitation. I do James Brown imitation. I'm getting old, but I still have the moves, you know.
Of course you do, Roy. And I think with reggae and soul, they go very well together, don't they? But reggae artists...
and soul go good together, because even the young kids, they checking out, they call it, now they give it a new name, the Northern Soul, you know. Skinhead reggae and rocksteady, the rockcar reggae, but what most of the people, like my fans, they don't really go for the roots reggae, you know, like the skins and the punk, they're
traditional
not into the roots reggae.
Yeah,
they're more into the normal, the first reggae before Bob Marley came on, that kind of, you know, like Toots and Jimmy Cliff and Symarip and Derek Morgan and all those people, you know.
Yeah, that's what we play. We love all that on the show.
Yeah, I've listened to it. You know,
original reggae.
You're on the right track, Chris. You're on the right track. But it's good to put in sometime a couple of Bob Marley songs also, you know, because he changed the world. Don't forget.
Definitely.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward. So as soon as this record, I could send you a master, but I don't want to do that. I want to send the record with the finished product. You can wait.
Yeah, that'd be fantastic. See all the artwork and be good.
It's gonna be a great song. I don't want to sing it over the phone. Somebody might hear it and steal it.
They'd give it away, wouldn't they? Yeah.
I'm very happy about the record coming out, and you know, and great that we could have a little chat together, you know, and so on.
Yeah, that'd be great. So
I was supposed to do the Skinhead reunion in Scotland on the 6th of July, but I haven't heard from these people. I think they can't afford me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I'm doing the big festival in Blackpool, the Rebellion. That one I'm doing.
Okay. So do you know when that's happening?
Yeah, the Rebellion is on the 11th of August.
Oh, the 11th of August. That's my birthday. I should go, really, shouldn't I?
It's the biggest festival in Europe. You know that, right? That's the biggest punk and whatever festival in Europe.
Well, I think I'll definitely have to go, as it's my birthday, you know. It's on a Sunday, isn't it?
It's on a Sunday, right?
Yeah. Oh.
That's what I'm doing. I got another offer for Dorset, but I haven't heard back from the people yet. But the Rebellion, that's confirmed, you know. Then later on I go to, as I said, to Connecticut and come back, and then to the 17th of October. The 4th I'll be flying to Belgium, the 5th in France, and the 17th, 18th, 19th I'll be in Montreal.
Oh, that's lovely there, I've heard. Montreal.
Yeah, I've never been there in Canada, so I got a lot of fans there. And I was supposed to go to Hawaii, but there's another thing again. I think something wrong with the deal. They couldn't come up with the money. You know, some young promoter guy really wants to get me over there, but, you know, we said the heart is willing, but the flesh is weak. They can't afford to, because they got to pay flight for 2 people. You know, my coordinator, he's coming with record and so on, and hotels and the flight for both of us, and blah, blah, blah.
It costs a lot, doesn't it?
Plus the fee. For these young promoters got a lot of money, you know. So I got a lot of offers for Indonesia and all those places, and Singapore, but they just can't come up with the money.
People love the music all over the world, don't they, Roy?
I've got a lot of fans all over the world, man. I couldn't believe it. And I'm getting old. The more I'm getting older, the more fans I'm getting.
I think it's because of YouTube and stuff like that. They see the original music all over the world, and then
exactly. And right now I've got to make a new fan page because I got thousands waiting to be friends with me, and they can't because since a year ago I've been 5,000. You only can have 5,000 fans on the Facebook, right? 5,000, and then I got everybody wants to they start to get me over the Skype and this, and I don't accept nobody because I have no time to talk, you know. So I've got fans all over the planet, man. South America, any part of the world, Australia, any country where they in this scene, the skinhead and punk scene. Everybody know where I am now. So, and America going crazy, man. They love me over there, you know. And it keeps me young in a way, and also not only young as well. The people, as I said before, the people didn't get the chance to see us in the 70s.
Now's their
chance. I came out in 2005 and ripping up the place, you know. So maybe it's supposed to be like this, you know, without the band, because the band broke up 1988. And now I'm on my own because people don't want to see the musician really. They want to hear the voice and the songs what I wrote, you know. So I'm cool, but I got to take it easy, you know. When you get older, and then I don't want to jump on every plane, and I hate flying.
No, of course not. You hate flying, and you got to go to all these places. You're not driving there, are you?
No, I'm not driving, but I hate the plane, Chris.
You hate taking off, or is it the landing, or both?
I just don't feel right up there. I know it's safe. I know it's safe because the flying is safer than driving on the road. I know this, but they just don't. And the ship, you know, you got a little chance, you know, with a lifeboat or something like that, or with a car, you know, you got a chance with a train, maybe. But with the plane, when that thing comes down with so many people inside of it, there's no chance, especially in the ocean. I can't swim, man.
You'll be all right, Roy. Don't worry. Mind you, I know you feel because I'm scared of heights. So.
I'm only joking, really. But you know, there's a lot of things you don't like to do, but you got to do it.
Yeah,
know?
Of course you have. If you don't go on a plane, you don't go anywhere, do you?
You can't go anywhere, and the ship takes too long. By the time you get there, it's time to come back.
Yeah. So the last question I want to ask you is, with Skinhead Moonstone, especially that song, did you know how big it was going to be?
No. You mean when I wrote those lyrics to the Derek Margaret rhythm? No, I didn't know. I didn't know it was going to be. That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I said before. I'm speechless. This is one discussion I can never really discuss with you because I can't find the words. For me, it's like shock. You know.
All these years later, it's still as big as it was.
Yeah, it's 44 years ago, man. That record coming out, and you tell me. No, they're talking about put it in the Guinness Book of Record. That's what they told me.
Oh, really? What? Because it's come out so many times, and
you tell me which album. Do you know any album I released so many times? That's 6 times, you know.
Yeah.
In 44 years, not even Michael Jackson album when he died, maybe they released, but. You tell me no songs. There's no album you can tell me right now. We check it out already. What been released 6 times. The same song, the same album, same picture, same everything.
Yeah, it is amazing.
Well, I don't know about this one if they're going to put the same picture in. It would be crazy if they don't. But what I found out about is a lot of people getting onto it. They got a lot of harder for it right now. Waiting. People have been waiting to get it.
That's great.
You know, and one in Germany are already 25. It keep going, and these people who's going to press it, they're only going to press about 3,000. The festival I'm going to do on the 21st of July in Germany is called Back in the Street Festival. I've been there 4 times, and I didn't want to do this anymore. I did it twice, and I didn't want to go back. And the guy told me, listen, Roy, you're a very, very known person. Your name, Roy Ellis Symarip, and your record, Skinhead Moonstone, been going around for years. And don't forget, every concert, what you did here in this place is all new people. Because when you said to me, think about last year, these people who come in this year, there was only 15. Now there's 16 and 17 allowed to come in. And everybody just waiting already to come in because they go out and tell them, the ones who came to see the concert, they spoke about you and said it was fantastic, you should go and see him. And some of them come back the next year and come new people. So you say you can't, I was thinking I might get burnt out, you know. So you say you can't get burnt out because every year is new generation. That's what's going to keep Skinhead Moonstone going, the new generation.
Yeah, they love it, and then it keeps going. I agree.
And the Boss's Back album was doing pretty good in America and Japan. And Japan, I had a great tour in Japan. It was fantastic down there in September. But I got to work a lot, man. 2 weeks, every night, someplace else, a lot of island, and I was flying inland flying, using the fast train, using the car, using the boat. You know, it was a heavy tour, but it turned out great.
Great. We're now going to play your latest song, which is
great, man.
You Can't Leave Now, but you're going to leave, aren't you, Roy, unfortunately?
You got to leave me, eh?
Yeah, it's quite funny we're playing this one. But yeah, this is a good tune. Tell us about this one.
You Can't Leave Now?
Yeah, tell us about it.
That was a recording from 1969, you know. Was recorded by Creole at the same time as Skinhead Moonstone. That was recorded in the same year with another record company. So my manager in Spain, record company, Liquidator, they decided to check it out and say he loved that song and say maybe I should put it out again new. So there's a band from Spain called themselves Transylvanian. They do the backing, you know. And it's just like a reissue in a way. We recorded live, you know. We re-recorded live was exactly the same as the original. And he likes it and he wants, because, look, Chris, I've got hundreds of songs out there, but he just loved that one, and so we record that one again. So he got to ask the permission from Trojan, and we put it out.
Great.
And it's not telling you anything. You can't leave now. You know the whole story talking about a woman or whatever, fantasy, you know. So I can tell you about it. So, you know, I've got fantasies like writing a book. You know, people who write books, they just write what they think, you know, and it turns out good. But as I said, that's a reissue. You know,
okay.
that wasn't original this time. That came from the original was on Creole, and then it goes over to Trojan. And yeah, we put it out again, and it's doing pretty good.
Yeah,
the people
it's
like
very
the
catchy.
new version, and they like the old version.
I like the new version. I think it's very catchy, and
it's very catchy. The old version is the same thing, Chris, but it's more modernized with the backing from the band, with the new instruments and
I reckon it sounds
sound
fresh.
And everything is much different. You know.
Yeah.
69 it sound a little bit more like this sound from Skinhead Moonstone. When they do Skinhead Moonstone live, you know, it's very different from when you listen to the record. It's got that power, you know.
Things have changed.
Record, when you listen to Derek Morgan, Derek Morgan Moonhap, and Skinhead, it's the same rhythm, but we play it different. We play it more like this new wave style. And when we did it, we didn't know that the style from Skinhead Moonstone, they call it new wave. They call it. Don't forget, as I said before we go, my songs and Skinhead Moonstone, this is the record what started the new wave, and we call it the new wave, or we call it the two-tone stuff and whatever. My record bring out the special, the madness, bad manners, the selectors, and
all them great bands, yeah.
Yeah, these are because they have respect for me, because they listen to this record and get the idea, and that started the two-tone. Skinhead Moonstone. I was the first guy to sing about Skinhead. I was the first guy to took the rock steady, the ska, and the reggae, and put it together to get that tone. Because if you listen to Skinhead Moonstone, you can hear ska in it, you can hear rock steady, and you can hear reggae inside of it, you know?
Yeah, well, we're very glad you did. Well, thanks for joining us on the show, Roy, and we'll talk again soon. When you've got your new album out, we can talk all about it. And send me a copy when it's done. Yeah,
I'll let you know.
Great.
And thanks for the interview, Chris, and we keep in touch, huh?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And say hello to your girlfriend. I met her once.
Right, Roy. See you later.
Okay, bye. Thanks, man. Bye.